All right, we welcome you to another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered. Man, we got a good show today. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot of NBA basketball to talk about. We got a lot of things to really discuss, man. We're going to talk about some Anthony Davis. Spent a lot of time on them Lakers today, seeing how everything went down with them this week. So we'll kind of figure out what's going on, man. So you jumping on, share this, let people know that we're on, and we're going to jump right into it, man. Quick question, man. NBA season is taking off, man. Things is going down. And I was looking at the East in the NBA. Man, there's a lot of good teams in the East this year, man. Boston, it seems like they coming on, game busters. There's a lot going on. So my first question is, man, is who is coming out of the East? Anybody, go.
Man, I didn't want to say this.
I'll go before.
Oh, you go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen, man. Bishop, you want my real answer?
Yes.
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. But I will tell you this. My surprise is how Harden has stepped in and played at Philly in the 2 games that he's played. That's been a real surprise.
I told you.
We don't want to hear you. You're an LA fan. Stop. You don't. Matter of fact, you don't need to be on this one. But no, I'm messing with you. But that has really surprised me. They look good, but I'm yet to see Brooklyn play with the 3 guys together. And that mandate, I believe, is going to be over with in maybe a week or so. I just believe that. Tony is gone. Stevie Wonder on us. This mandate is going to be, but my take on it, man, I don't know, man. It's wide open, Bishop. Somebody else can go.
Go,
hey,
Elliot.
Look. It definitely won't be the Brooklyn Nets. Hey, they were the favorites to win the East starting the season. Then it took a drastic turn. Losing Harden set them back, man. I'm going to tell you what. Philadelphia, Milwaukee, the Bulls, any one of them 3 can win the East, man.
Anyone?
Any one of them can win the East.
Tony.
All right. Well, let me say this. For you, anybody to discount the Nets, I think they're jumping the gun a little bit. The Nets now are deeper. They're less reliant on 1 or 2 players. Remember, they've been playing without a lot of players all year. If the Nets are healthy, which is the biggest question mark, but if they're healthy, I still give them the best chance other than Milwaukee. But like Howard, I will say I am super surprised. It just goes to show that what James Harden did was he played his way out of 2 situations where this was his intent the entire time to get to Philadelphia.
Right.
He went out there to show what he could do, but then, I'm a little hurt. I believe he tried to win the title last year, but going into this year, I believe it was all set up that he was going to go to try to get to Philly and try to get traded. So, but I am surprised. I just think Philly now lacks depth because, they traded away a lot of rotation players.
Agreed.
And
agree.
then to me, Harden still has to kind of prove that the stage doesn't get too big for him. What Embiid does is something that defenses can plan for. He'll still get his, but they can stop him from being as dominant. But my pick for coming out, if they're healthy, I still think the Nets, and if by some chance the Nets don't get healthy, even though they're struggling now, I still think it's going to be Milwaukee when Brook Lopez comes back, and they'll have that team that they had last year. I think they'll be able to do it. You muted yourself? I can't hear you.
Howard, you don't know, and Elliot, you say the Sixers, and Tony, you say the Nets.
I say the Nets, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's rough, man. I don't know. I think the Sixers are really can come out of the East, and the only reason I say them is because I just don't know what the Nets gonna have. I just don't know what they're gonna have.
And they only got 20 games to put it together. There's 20 games left.
I mean, what? Embiid didn't take but 2.
Right. And so here's the thing: people act like Brooklyn has to put it together. Man, KD played last year without Kyrie and without Harden. Harden was hobbling on one leg, and he was a toe away from being in the NBA Finals. And so that dude is that dude, man. And so if he's healthy, and then Kyrie, like Howard said, if that mandate is lifted, see, right now the mandate is working in his benefit because he gonna be fresh come playoff time. You know what I mean?
I was going to say the same time. Yep.
And right now he's missing half the games. Come playoff time, he's going to be the freshest. Well, him and KD, because KD done missed a lot of games due to injury. So if they can work their way back, they're good, man.
All right, next up, who coming out the West? Elliot, let you go ahead and say yours first, because you got that look like you're going to say something crazy.
Hey, we can't count out the Lakers with LeBron James.
Actually, we can, but go ahead.
You can't?
Stop, man.
Actually, we can.
Hey, but after the Lakers, bro, I still say if they can overcome the loss.
Hold on. Wait. This segment is not a segment to explain how the Lakers can perform a miracle. I'm asking you who coming out the West. Are you saying you feel like the Lakers is coming out the West?
But if they can put this together, they still got a shot, man. I ain't counting out LeBron James.
Okay, let me ask the question again.
It's the same guy that almost took Cleveland by himself.
I'm asking the same question again. Actually, it's not the same guy. I just want to put that out there. It's not the same guy. He might have the same name, but he ain't the same guy.
No, he is balling though. I can't take that from him. But
yeah, he balling, but it ain't the same guy though.
And that's 11.
It ain't the same guy. He balling, but it's just ain't the same guy. Okay, so let me ask you this: you think the Lakers coming out the West? Because that's the question.
Man, I'm going with the Lakers, man.
Okay, all right, that's fine. We know now what it was. Go ahead,
that's
Tony.
A fanboy question.
Yeah, that's a fanboy question. Go ahead.
So, if everybody's healthy, it's hard to pick against Phoenix. But if everybody's healthy, I still think Golden State, because they have the most ways that they can beat you. You know what I mean? Like anybody, Steph is gonna get his, even on a bad game, he's gonna get his. Yeah. And with Draymond coming back, which is not a given, because back injuries don't just vanish. You know what I mean? Don't. Like when your back hurt, your back is hurt.
That's the X factor for them.
Right. Yep. So, but if we were saying all teams healthy, but leaning right now, I don't think he's going to be healthy, so I'm picking Phoenix.
Howard.
You said Draymond back? I thought it was his calf.
Back.
Yeah, no, he got a back injury.
He got a back injury. No. When he went out, he went out with a calf injury. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well, he ain't out now.
He got a back injury.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were lying to us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
And that back is any wrong move, you can hurt it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, ask me. Ask
right.
me. I can tell you.
Right. Exactly.
But listen. I'm with Tony 100% on facts that he just put forth. It's two teams to me. It's either Phoenix or Golden State. If Draymond is healthy, he's got to be healthy. I would go with Golden State as well.
And it seems like,
but I ain't gonna be. Look, listen.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be mad if Phoenix go either, because I like both of them jokers, man.
Man, I really I really would like Chris Paul to get a ring. I really would.
Too. Me too.
So he wouldn't be. So he don't have to be in that great player without a ring category.
Yep.
Because really, to be honest, I thought last year was his year to get it.
Yeah, they blew that though.
I thought last year was his year, but he got another chance at it. But
they do.
He got to get it this year though.
Yeah.
And the thing with
Yeah,
Just got to go
Draymond,
through
you got to
Golden
get
State.
really, I'm learning, man, that Draymond is really the glue on that Golden State
He
team.
is
He
the
is.
glue
He
on that
is, man.
team, man. He does everything. He puts them in their
Everything.
offense. He talks defense. He gets them there, and then when you doing that, you can get Toscano Anderson coming off the bench to do what he does. You don't rely so much on Bielitsa. You're not asking for Wiggins to make plays. You're asking him to make open shots because they're running the offense. Draymond is the pivot man for that, and everybody runs to Stephen Clay, so Wiggins is going to be open for that. And then there is one other X factor, man. If they get that young boy playing, man, in the middle, I think they'll line up because I think he will give them more of a lob threat than Looney does. He'll probably give him more defense than
right.
Looney does. So I mean, I'm
Oh yeah,
saying,
more shot blocks. Yeah,
but it's right. So, but it's all depending on health. And right now, I have more faith that Phoenix will be able to keep it going without Chris Paul than for Golden State to keep it going
Without,
without Draymond.
I
gotcha.
agree.
That's a great
Yeah.
point. That's a great point. All right, man. Look, man, them Lakers got blown out by the Pelicans, man. I mean, somebody got to explain to me what's going on with the Lakers because it looked like they gave up on Frank Vogel in that game, man. And that ain't fair to Frank, though. In my opinion, that ain't fair to Frank. I think they give it up. I think they gave up on him.
I don't think it was fair that Frank got the
Tony,
job.
don't say nothing. Tony,
No.
Tony,
Okay.
don't say
I'm
nothing.
sorry.
Let's
Go ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Elliot.
Let's go ahead to Elliot.
Hey, look. And LeBron is playing some of the best ball he's played in years, man. He putting up numbers he ain't put up in a while, and it's like it's just not enough. It's not enough, man. It's like they want to stand around and watch. Nobody want to take the initiative to shoot the ball, man. Everybody want to pass or watch, other than Westbrook, because he keep, turning the ball over. But that's it, man. And if we don't get that together, we don't get AD back, it's gonna be a wrap for real.
Hold on. The last segment, not the one before the last segment, but the last segment
Hey, that
the question was, who do you think coming out the West? You gave
The Lakers, they gonna get it
10-minute
together.
dissertation on how the
They gonna get it
Lakers was
together.
coming out the West. Now you saying it's a wrap in one segment? We ain't even say nothing.
I say if they don't get it together. That's just like if Chris Paul don't come back. The Suns ain't rolling.
I still
Alright,
pick
alright,
them.
I mean, look,
I still pick them with Chris Paul out. Yeah, so what? I still
man,
pick them.
listen, man. What I'm trying
Hey,
to
they done
figure
lost
out.
2 in a row already.
Look, man, them Lakers, man. What's going on, man? I mean, I know they bad,
Nobody
but
wants
this
to play right now, man.
this is beyond it. What I'm saying is this a Frank Vogel problem? Is it a team structured problem? Is it a front office problem? Because they shouldn't be, even with the team they got, they shouldn't be getting blown out by the Pelicans.
Hey man, listen, I'm gonna tell you, as much as and y'all know, I probably love LeBron more than anybody on this panel. Okay, but LeBron is the most passive aggressive player in the history of the NBA as far as superstars concerned. There is no question in my mind that he is just allowing some things to go on because he has no faith in Frank Vogel. He did the same thing when he wanted Black out of there and they got to Ron Lue. And I'm just telling you, he doesn't want Frank Vogel. It's also a knock against Rob Pelinka because Rob Pelinka is the reason why Magic gone because they wouldn't let him fire him. And so LeBron is being passive aggressive, but I do agree with Elliot that I think you'll see the best Lakers ramp up around playoff time. People are you sleeping on the DJ Augustine move. The DJ Augustine move will give them somebody that can
I had to
run
sit
the
up on
offense.
that. I had to sit up on that.
They can run the offense, get the ball to Malik Monk in a scoring position as opposed to having Malik Monk have to create because it's obvious Westbrook is no longer the guy who's going to create for the team. Westbrook can only create for himself. And so
40% of the time. But yes, go.
right, 40%
Yeah.
of the time. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is he is too inconsistent on trying to create for others. And
Right.
so I think if Anthony Davis is healthy, they'll be their best come playoff time. But their best is going to have them get eliminated in the first round because their best is going to have them play Phoenix or Golden State in the first
Right.
round, and
Right.
at that
Right.
point, they're going to be eliminated. I don't
Because you
think they
can't
have a
see them
chance.
being no 7 seed, no 8 seed.
No, no, no. They're gonna be. They're gonna make it to. Even if they make it to the 10 seed, I think they'll beat both play-in games when it comes to it. Because I have no faith in none of those other teams that are playing. But if unless they can make it to the 6 seed, and even if they do, they don't want to see Memphis. Memphis is gonna run them out the gym. I mean, it's literally they're gonna run them out of the gym.
But if
So
if AD is 90%, don't nobody want to see the Lakers though.
no, if AD, nah, man, it's people been
What?
seeing them at 90%.
It don't
I'm
matter.
telling you, man, it's not that, man.
If
The
they're in the
problem
7
is
or the
now
8 seed, it ain't gonna
it
matter.
depends. Does Frank Vogel have the cojones to sit Westbrook down? Period.
Or make
Like,
him come off the bench.
I mean, but not just make him come off the bench. Let him be the one out there making all the minutes when Davis and LeBron on the bench. Like, all right, go out there and do your Westbrook thing, and then when we
Okay,
want to
see,
play
now I like
basketball again, when we out there and we want to play regular basketball again, because you're not fitting in the flow of
And
any
he messes
kind of
up.
offense.
He messes up the floor of the. He
Yes.
messes really. Not only does he not fit with the team, but he messed the chemistry up.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But
So,
what's
no.
but listen, man, listen. What's going on though?
Oh, hey, wait. Let me say this though. Don't sleep on the Pelicans though, because here's the thing, man. Y'all sleeping on that C.J. McCullough move. C.J. McCullough is now taking the ball out of Brandon Ingram's hand. They're starting Hayes at
When
power
you say
forward.
don't sleep on the Pelicans, what
No,
does that mean?
What I'm saying is you look at that one blowout as if it was the Pelicans are going to be on the come.
They didn't have. I don't
Pelicans-
think C.J. McCullough played, did he?
Yeah, he did. He played.
Oh, he did?
Played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is
Yeah, they got blown out in that game.
Yeah, the Pelicans are going to be a better team. Like y'all said, Howard said it in the beginning. Howard, I don't give you a whole lot of credit. This was the first time that I had to honestly see that they have zero chance against a team that's going to run them. It's why they can't seem to beat Oklahoma City, because Oklahoma City is a bunch of young boys that run up and down the court, and the Lakers have no chance against that. And so all those young teams that's running up and down the court, they're going to beat the Lakers. The Lakers only
Did they get a little younger though with these moves they made? Legs wise.
I think their legs gonna be fresher because ain't nobody playing right now. That's the whole thing. Everybody's playing, everybody's hurt. So come playoff time, their legs gonna be a little fresh.
All right, Howard, what you think, man, about the Lakers, man? Are they just trash or what's the deal? This is what I want to know is what is the problem? Do y'all think Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, because for some reason LeBron will be gone before Rob Pelinka will. So it's something they love Rob. They are on the Rambuses, Jeannie, all of them. They are with the Rob Pelinka thing.
Yeah, they love Kobe. So that was the title. Listen, Kobe got him the job. I'm telling you, man, it was Rob Pelinka helped them keep Kobe. He feel like he's embedded in the Laker family right now. He might as well, be a bust at this point.
Wow. All right, man. Look, let's go on there since I can't get Howard to talk about the Lakers at all. He just boycotting it. We got six more segments on the Lakers. You gotta do something.
We gotta keep. Are we talking about them the whole night?
I mean, a lot of the night. Listen.
I'm boycotting this.
Listen, no, you don't.
I'm boycotting this.
Not the next one we got. Look, where will Aaron Rodgers play next year?
In Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
Everybody say Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah.
So the GM came out today. The GM came out today and said they're not even getting any offers for Aaron Rodgers right now. People don't realize
how
he
might be
He's still good.
No. Hey, this is what y'all don't realize. Aaron Rodgers comes with a $47 million cap hit.
Yeah.
So before you can even renegotiate his contract, you have to be able to absorb that $47 million. Right now, there's only 3 teams that have $47 million. He's not going to the Giants. He's
No.
not going to Jacksonville, and
No.
he's not going to Denver. Would try, but they only have 46. They got to let go somebody or renegotiate somebody just to get that extra $1 million, just so they can then try to get Aaron Rodgers to renegotiate and then try to re-sign some of their players to keep them. It's next to impossible to get Aaron Rodgers to a team. That's why and then because he's a Hall of Famer, they gonna want more than Stafford. They gonna want 3, 4, 5 first round picks for Aaron Rodgers, and no team can mortgage their future for that. I don't
Not for
think
no
it's any
not for no
chance.
39-year-old guy.
Right.
Right,
I
he's
don't think
only got
there's any
probably a
chance
good
anybody
2
can
seasons
get him.
left.
What did you say, Elliot?
Yeah, he's probably only got a good 2 seasons left
Oh.
in him.
Oh, I don't believe that. I
Yeah.
believe
What?
I don't know,
he gonna
man.
be able
That
to
ain't no
play.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, no.
But he stays healthy though.
Jesus.
You
Hey,
don't, you
Tom
rarely see
Brady.
that dude
Hey
get
man,
hurt,
you know
man.
you can't say the GOAT round, Tony.
This dude
But
played with a bad
No,
toe.
it ain't that, man. What I'm saying is this dude doesn't get hit either. They have protected the quarterbacks. This dude can play as long as Tom Brady did, or as long as he want to. My problem ain't whether or not he gonna be healthy.
Yeah.
My problem if he gonna just say, I don't care. I'm gonna go do TV. I'm gonna go do, with the McAfee show. I'm gonna be a full-time guest on the McAfee show, or we gonna just talk. I mean, you just don't know what he is, a locker room disruptor as well.
yeah,
So
he
I don't
is.
think he's ready to hang it up yet.
No, I don't think he's ready to hang it up either. I know one
yeah,
thing.
but he'll hold you hostage like Brett Favre did.
Man, he will, man. Hey, but listen, one thing about him,
that-
he got a Super Bowl, but really his career has been disappointing.
Has been.
He still got something to prove.
It has
Yeah.
been.
And
It has
really,
That's why I
and
think he
really,
needs to stay
Green
in
Bay
Green
the
Bay.
best place for him to do it at. He can't go to no
It's
other
not.
team.
It's not. It's not.
Maybe in
If he
Denver.
if
Maybe in
he if he
Denver.
went to the Steelers next year, they would be a Super Bowl contender. If he went
Yeah,
to the
but
Broncos
not it
next
ain't
year,
a lot. If he went to the Broncos, what?
they would be a Super Bowl contender. And if he went to San Francisco next year,
They would win
in
the Super Bowl. Yeah, they'd win the Super
So
Bowl. He went to San.
Green Bay ain't his best chance of winning the Super Bowl. It's the best chance for things to work out because it's next to impossible for. First of all, they don't have no picks in San Francisco to get them because they gave them all up to get Trey Lance.
Yeah.
And Trey Lance must not be what they thought he was.
Oh no, they always plan to have
Because
him for
they
1 year.
still start thinking about keeping Jimmy G.
No, he
You
just had
can't
surgery
be
again. On
you
his
can't
shoulder.
be who you thought you
No.
was, and this is second year, and you ain't trying to put him in the game.
No, they gotta say they trying
Jimmy
to
out
keep
of there,
him
man.
so that
I mean,
they
yeah,
can
he
ask
don't.
for at least a second round pick for him.
Man, he ain't getting no
You know what I'm
second
saying?
round pick for
You
Jimmy.
can't. I mean, hey, I bet you the Steelers would give up a second round pick for him.
Yes, sir. They better try to get him. Listen, it ain't many Jimmy G's out there. I don't know what
Right,
y'all
that's
talking
right.
about.
That's right. Because you know what? That dude is one of the winningest quarterbacks in the last 10 years, man.
Right.
It's people sleep on him because he don't win the Super Bowl, man, but he got him there. You know what I mean?
Man, everybody ain't getting to the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, look, man, I got to talk about this LeBron getting booed, man, at the thing, man. I saw this, man. So look, let's look at it real quick, man, before I will go crazy.
Team, and I think CJ McCollum is a great pickup for this roster. Oh, no.
Man, that's a bad
18
turnover.
for the Lakers.
Hey, let's just see if we can get to 30. Why not? Let's start rooting for the turnover.
And
Hey, man, Richard
crowd
Jefferson,
booing
man.
here at Crypto.com Arena.
All right, man. Look, man, is that a big deal? Did LeBron deserve to get booed? Howard?
Come on, Elliot. Come on. Okay, I'm
I
gonna
mean-
go first, Elliot. Elliot, don't worry about it. Chill. We don't need no more of your talking about the Lakers. Because something wrong with you. I don't know what you smoking tonight. So we don't need you talking about the Lakers right now.
Hey,
But Bishop, if you look at that pass that he just threw, normally he would have somebody in that corner that could get that pass. It was bad, but normally he would have somebody in that corner that he would get that. They just stink, man. It's just that simple, man. I don't know about the deserving to get. They hope. Look, the organization deserves to get booed right now. How about that? Instead of just LeBron, the organization deserves to get booed right now. I told you from the beginning of the year, Elliot. Didn't I tell you?
You said
I told you about your
team
team
from jump.
I told you.
You said it.
And look at it. And they discombobulated, man.
Yeah, they old and now really.
You said they was old.
Let me ask y'all a question, man. How much flack should LeBron take for putting this team together? Is it who should take the most flack? Let me put it this way: Pelinka or LeBron?
LeBron. I think this is nut. He put this together. He got who he wanted, so now he gotta take that. You got to take that hit. This is.
Let me ask you a question then. If everybody keeps saying he put it together, but yet they wouldn't move on that Wall deal because of that pick. So what I'm saying is, which one is it? Do he have the control or do he not have the control?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
And look, he said, F word them picks, right?
Yeah, he did. He said it.
He said it. So if he feel that's his way of saying, I would have made that move.
You know what? It was funny because your boy from the Rams, the GM for the Rams, everybody was talking about all the picks, and now he got the Super Bowl, and he said after them picks, so LeBron retweeted it. Right. And so here's the thing, man. I don't believe it, but here's why I believe that Pelinka's a bad GM, right? Because the reality is nobody else wanted Russell Westbrook.
Right.
They were desperate to get off of him.
Right.
Yet the Lakers still gave up a pick to get him. So it's like, yo, man, you did not have to make that move. When you made it, you looked desperate. You looked like you thought he was the championship piece to put it together. You showed your hand playing poker, and that's why I don't feel like Rambis and Pelinka are very good at the job. Right. And so it's like some of the deals that they've made doing stuff, I just don't believe they're good at the job. I believe his first mistake was hiring Vogel over hiring Tyronn Lue, and the reason why he didn't hire Tyronn Lue is because he didn't want this to be LeBron's organization. So that was the first mistake. Then he didn't hire Jason Kidd. He hired him as an assistant. Why? Because he didn't want it to be LeBron's organization. So now when LeBron and AD say they want Westbrook, now you're going to acquiesce and then, oh, by the way, give away everything you got. Oh, yeah, and you made a decision to save a little bit of money. I'm going to go ahead and let Alex Caruso walk because I can't afford to take a few more million in the luxury tax. Come on, man. They've been making bad decisions. From ownership on down, they've been making terrible decisions.
And not only that, when the whole trade thing happened, you said LeBron and AD was with you. I think that was what made LeBron act the way he was like, come on, you made a bad decision and you try to make it seem like it was a team decision and everybody was on board. And LeBron was like, I want on board. Screw them picks. I ain't need them picks. But yet, how does that make Westbrook feel?
Yeah, Westbrook. And here's the thing. He should feel terrible because they would rather have the unknown of John Wall than the known of what Westbrook has been giving them this year.
They rather have Buddy Hield right now than him.
That's another. Oh my God.
DeRozan said they wouldn't give him a one extra year. That's why he ain't there. They ain't want to give him 3 years.
Oh, the MVP? Okay.
Elliot.
Rob Pelinka, really, I don't know if it's Rob. He got to take it. It could be them darn Rambuses.
Yeah.
But they need to go now.
Yo, dude.
Bye.
They need to go.
We're building for the future. So
what you say?
I mean,
how many years,
we're not
bro?
building for the future. We trying to.
Listen, man. When you got LeBron, you wasn't building for the future.
Right.
The
Exactly.
day he walked in your building, the future was over with.
Right, and then check this out. So let's say LeBron, he has 1 year left on his contract. Do you think you would be in a better position having AD and DeRozan on the team if LeBron retired, or having AD and Russ Westbrook?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
If
That's-
LeBron, AD, and DeRozan still might get you to the Western Conference Championship. With the way that
you know what,
Hey, this
I
is
would-
shit
I would
we
be-
done
I would-
built, so we gonna roll with Westbrook for right now. We gonna do it.
man, your ship,
Just had
that
a
ship
ship.
is blown to pieces.
I ain't
They out
asked
there
you
on the
about
water.
my ship.
They on the
I ain't
water
asked you about
asking
my
for
ship,
help
Alex.
right now.
yeah,
They
you
sending
ain't
lifeboats
rolling
to
with
y'all,
Westbrook
man.
because y'all want to be. You rolling with Westbrook because he didn't get traded. They don't even like. And then tell Westbrook stop giggling so much and so happy at losses and questions and somebody say you gonna take this loss home with you. No, I got 3 beautiful kids and a beautiful wife. Let them take the loss home. We'll let them take it home. Like,
I can't be mad at him for that though.
I ain't mad at him
Elliot.
for that either. But he can't be happy when they losing. Come on, man. He ecstatic.
You stupid, man.
Come on, man.
Dumb, man. Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man.
They ain't trash, ain't it?
They dumb.
Hey, look, man.
Hey, Bishop.
I got a question.
Bishop,
Yeah,
they just
go ahead.
trash, man.
Yeah, they trash.
They just trash.
Look, man, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think it's unfair, man, that Kyrie can't play at the Barclays Center? Let's listen to what the mayor said, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Nope.
All right, so Kyrie was optimistic because New York City Mayor Eric Adams said last week that he was looking to lift some of the local vaccine mandates. And then on
Kyrie
Sunday,
said no.
Adams announced that as long as there continues to be a low level of risk, the city would remove vaccine requirements in key to NYC, and that includes indoor dining, fitness, and entertainment venues. However, a Net spokesperson confirmed to me that New York's private employee vaccination mandate that will still keep Kyrie Irving from playing in Barclays Center, at least for now. So Adams was asked about Kyrie this morning on CNBC.
Listen, I want Kyrie on the court. You know, I would do anything to get that ring. So badly I want it. But there's so much at stake here. And, you know, I spoke with the owner of the team. We want to find a way to get Kyrie on the court, but this is a bigger issue.
All right. Y'all think it's unfair? That's my question. Y'all think it's unfair that Kyrie is not playing at the Barclays home games?
Yes. And here's
Nope.
why. Here's why it's unfair.
Nope.
Because unvaccinated role players.
Howard, what'd
can
you say?
play.
Go
I
ahead, y'all
said
talk
no.
about it.
It's not.
How?
Go ahead, Tony.
Unvaccinated role players can come in and play. This is just because it's a rule. Now, I understand the reason why they're making it a rule, because they're trying to make all the local businesses get their people to get vaccinated. But at this point, if you're lifting vaccine mandates and you can let customers come in not being vaccinated, you can let them, you even removing mask mandates. At this point, it's just right now, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, we lifting mandates, oh, but we're going to just keep these select groups of people, you know, keep them under a mandate. It is completely, and I believe he should get vaccinated. I believe everybody should get vaccinated. But at the end of the day, if it's going to be good for a role player to come in who refuses to get a shot in the arm, it should not be held against him just because they need to move back to New Jersey so he can play.
All right, what you think? Go ahead, Howard.
This is the same dude that says the world is flat. This is the same dude that y'all talking about. Listen, man, this came into the situation where you need to be vaccinated. Everybody on their basketball team is what, Tony? Vaccinated. I don't know what your issues is with the vaccination. You have you know, I can't take that away from you. But everybody else did what they had to do to stay with the team, to be vaccinated, because they felt like they had a championship team. So my thing is, why wouldn't Kyrie do it? If this is supposed to be your boys, this is supposed to be your brothers, you need to, you're not sacrificing for your brothers. It's just that simple. And he's self-centered on himself. Man, I love Kyrie. Some of the things and thoughts that he say, brother, puzzles me. But at the same time, he's a heck of a basketball player. He's a whiz on the basketball court. But evidently, this championship for your brothers doesn't mean anything to you. So if the mayor made the decision, you need to be vaccinated, get vaccinated. Simple as that. We ain't gonna say because everybody that's from the other league can come in and play. Oh well, ain't got nothing to do with the other league. It got something to do with your team.
You ain't got nothing to do with the other league. That's crazy.
That's
like saying, listen. Let's like saying, look. Let me ask you a question. Let's say Howard, you worked for, let's just say 7-Eleven, right? In Norfolk.
That's a rule.
Let me finish my start. Let's say you work for 7-Eleven in Portsmouth, and I work for 7-Eleven in Norfolk. And
you better have some headgear on, some fire headgear on.
Right, yeah. But let's say you worked in Portsmouth, I worked in Norfolk, and we went to the headquarters in Chesapeake, and they told you couldn't come in the building, but I could. I mean, we work for the same company. I mean, well, I don't understand. It's a state. We're 20 miles apart. How can you explain that?
It's hard to, Bishop. I mean, I'm not saying
it can't be hard to. You just went on. Y'all kill me with these soliloquies and then come back with the changes.
It's unfair. It's unfair. I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair, man. It's unfair. Y'all got me, man. Hands up.
No.
And you gotta understand, Kyrie didn't say he was anti-vaccine.
It really
he
is.
said anti-mandate.
It's
Elliot, go ahead.
Unfair. It's not unfair. That's
Why?
his job.
I agree
it
with
is, man.
I agree with that. It's unfair.
Requirement so he can work.
No, that ain't it. No. See, the problem I'm saying is that ain't the required. No, it ain't. No, but I'm saying, but he worked for the NBA.
He also worked for the Nets, though. First,
but that's a problem if there's somebody in the NBA can do something that I can't do.
And he can go work everywhere else in the NBA except the Knicks and Toronto. Because Toronto ain't letting nobody come in. So that's the thing. Look, Toronto is cool. If you ain't vaccinated, you ain't playing there, home visitor, regardless. So if that's your rule, that's your rule. Like, I
agree.
It's unfair for New York to let people come in.
Listen,
you can have a whole team full of unvaccinated COVID people, and they come in because they ain't test positive today, and they can play.
What I'm saying is John Wall not vaccinated, right? Not John Wall, the other Bradley Beal,
right.
So how is it that he can play in the Barclays Center and Kyrie Irving can't?
Well, because it ain't no mandate for them. It ain't no mandate for everybody else to come in.
No. But how is that? What I'm saying is, how is that fair?
It's not.
And it's not. So my point is, the mandate cannot be about keeping you healthy.
Hey, Bishop. If we want to talk,
I shouldn't have to pay taxes either.
Sometimes life ain't fair.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but you know that don't make sense.
Howard, unvaccinated people already have to go through a bigger protocol. They get tested way more often than vaccinated people. They have to be isolated for longer if they catch it. So it's already harder on it. He's already paying a penalty for not being vaccinated, but to say you can test negative but you still can't play because you work in New York City,
did you hear me?
That's Elliot. I'm talking about Elliot talking about it ain't fair. It's just a job.
Okay.
The job.
So let me sit back on that. He talking to you, Elliot.
Hey, I'm just listen. If the rule was, if you're not vaccinated, you can't play in the NBA's home game, then I'll be like, well, then that's just part of what he decided to stand on, and it's just the way it is. But
hey, Elliot, are you an only child?
No.
Are you on? Okay, watch this. You got brothers and sisters.
True that.
No, I'm saying, do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Oh, you got both. So let's say your mama make the rule: if you don't do your homework, you can't go to Kings Dominion. And you and your whole family don't none of y'all do y'all homework, but you the only one can't go to Kings Dominion. Everybody else get in the car and go. Why? Because it's a special rule for Elliot. Dude, that ain't fair.
It ain't fair.
All of y'all broke the rule.
It ain't fair. It ain't fair. And it's bad because
it ain't fair.
It ain't fair.
It's not
fair. It ain't fair. He is being penalized because of the city he in.
Yep.
ain't an NBA rule. If it was up to Adam Silver would let it go.
He would be playing.
He would be playing.
Yep.
It ain't an NBA rule. What I'm saying is you could almost go to court and win a lawsuit because you might could.
He won't win
Somebody
that
that you might could.
He won't win it. They don't win to the Supreme Court.
He won't win that one.
I mean, the
No, sir.
Supreme
He won't win
Court.
that one, buddy.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
They
I don't
wouldn't
know
let him
about
lift
that.
the
He
mandate.
won't win that one, bitch. He won't win that one.
No, what I'm saying is the problem is not the mandate. The problem is if you're
It's the
going,
city
listen,
mandate.
if you're going to let people come in who are unvaccinated, then why? Just because I work at a place or I live in a place, I thought it was about safety. It can't be about safety if you're gonna let me come in unvaccinated. It can't be about safety.
I guess they figure you ain't gonna be there long. You coming in,
how long does it take for you to catch COVID? Right, the one coughing, you on the whole arena sick. You know what I'm saying? Listen, now I'm saying is if the rule was like Toronto, you say Canada, they don't let nobody come in, right?
Nobody.
That's fair. That's fair. Whether you visited or whether you live there. Is that right, Tone?
Yep.
Well, then that's fair.
Oh, yeah.
So that means Bradley Beal, you got to stay home when they go on the Canada trip.
Yep, he don't go.
Can you imagine how he got a man feel?
That's why they play in Tampa Bay. That's why they was playing in Florida, because they had the rules. Matter of fact, because the NBA, I mean, they won't let nobody come in. Like, you can't even fly there.
Right.
They're keeping out the country.
All right, well, that was just something we wanted to do. And
hey, Elliot, it's unfair, man. It's just unfair. It's unfair.
The rule is the rule, man. I can't.
But the rule is not the rule. That's the thing. The rule.
Okay, let's say this. The rule is not fair, but
yes,
it is what
that's
it
what we're
is.
saying.
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about. Is it unfair? If the rule is unfair, then the situation got to be.
No,
because
the rule.
Yeah, but
So
are
we
some
can't
rules? All right, let me ask you a question. This is a good one. At one time, slavery was a rule. Was it unfair? You know what I'm saying? Was it? Of course. She said, oh my God. Wait, I cut this up and put it on YouTube. Hey, wait, I cut this up and put it on YouTube. Oh.
We can't compare slavery.
We're comparing rules. We're not comparing slavery. We're comparing rules. You said the rule is a rule.
That's a sin right there.
It still was a rule. I said or don't say it.
The rule was none of us could go drink out of certain water fountains.
That was the rule.
Was that unfair?
Well, at one time, the rule was you can get drafted into the military.
Yeah.
That was a rule. And probably some states, as a matter of fact, the South and North had two different rules.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm in the North and I go to the South, it might be a different story. What I'm saying is you're saying that the rule is unfair, but the situation that you can't have it both ways. Either one got to be right. Either you got to say, you know what, the rule is right, or you got to say the rule is not right. Come on,
Bishop.
You gotta adapt. You gotta adapt to the situation in a certain.
You're not winning this one, Elliot.
No, you're not winning this one. I done laughed and lost one of my screens. Hold on, y'all. I can't move on. I can't move on. Elliot done got me to the point where I done lost one of my screens. Hold on, let me get it back.
I mean, this is this man's job. I mean, he's part of an organization. He's part of a team, and he's special. Everybody else did it.
No, he's not. He's being unfairly singled out.
He's being right. That would be the case if everybody was under the same situation, but everybody's not.
It's unfair. It's unfair, but hey, it's their rule.
But it's right. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's where you at. You just got to deal with it. And he ain't complaining.
No, he ain't
He
complaining.
ain't complaining.
Because his legs fresh.
His legs fresh.
And
I
it
wouldn't
is
complain either.
And they're going to relax that before the playoffs happen. That's going to
Oh
end.
yeah.
before
Oh,
the playoffs.
absolutely. As a matter of fact, it's gonna be people standing outside his office and be like, "Hey, bro, it's almost April now. You done proved your point.
You done
I'ma
proved your
need you to
point.
relax
We
this."
know you were the hood mayor, and you got swag. We understand you got swag, and you the hood mayor. So he gonna relax it, and Kyrie gonna be playing. And Kyrie really have stood his ground on that. You know, that's what he decided
And what's
to do.
crazy is once they relax it, he probably gonna go get vaccinated.
He might go get vaccinated. Yeah, because he won't really, like you said, he thought the moon was flat anyway, or whatever, the world was flat. That dude was weird from the jump. But all right, let's go. Real quick before we gotta end up. Look, man, this Embiid hard. I mean, how good?
I didn't say
guys,
that.
How good do them guys look, man?
Man, James looked like he did in Houston.
No, he don't.
Actually,
He's still
what?
fat. Stop. He's still fat.
Yeah, but he
man,
look good.
Yeah, y'all talk
He
about
did.
me
He look
body
like he
shaming.
Yeah, he
doing
did.
playing. He's doing
Talk about me.
what he can do and what he's expected to do.
Hey, man, that dude had 29, 10, and 16.
Yeah.
Good gracious,
He did.
man. Hey, man.
He did.
You know who?
Hey, Bishop.
Go ahead.
Bishop.
Yeah.
It was against the Knicks too, Bishop.
Yeah,
It
but
was
I don't.
against the Knicks, too.
Does that really make a difference? Who they play?
Yes, it does, Bishop.
Who they play the game
Yes, it
before
does.
that? Who they play the game
They
before
played
that?
Minnesota. They played Minnesota.
Man.
They played Minnesota.
So let me say this:
but
we won by 34
they
tonight.
still look good.
My team, we not 34 points better than any other team in the league. It happened tonight. So it's like when you play against the team and you talk about somebody that quit, Randall done checked out. Like Randall, like, get me out of here. I done got my money. You can't take my money, so just get me out of here.
Hey, man, how many jobs can Tom Thibodeau get? Ain't this like his fourth team?
He's a great defensive coach, man.
Yeah, but he need to be a defensive coach then and let somebody else head coach.
No, man.
Well, you got to give to him, man.
I mean,
rubbed everybody
everybody
the
get
wrong
tired
way.
of him after about 2 years.
Well, last year he did. He took him to the playoffs for the first time in how long? When was the last time Knicks went to the playoffs?
Yeah, but
you got to give the man some kind of credit, man.
We did. They let him end the year out, and they're gonna still have to pay him the rest of his contract. So ain't nobody feeling sad for him. But I mean, how many coaching jobs he's had? Is this his third team or fourth?
Just
Chicago.
The third team. It's the third. Yeah, Chicago, Minnesota, and here.
Chicago. Minnesota.
But he broke Chicago though. He broke Derrick Rose, playing him 40 minutes a game. Broke Joakim Noah. He broke all those dudes. He didn't really want to play Jimmy Butler at first. You know what I'm saying? Then I like Jimmy Butler because he's a man. He played defense. He got rid of everybody that won't the Tibbs, hard-nosed dude. Then, he was trying to break he broke Wiggins. They just fixed him in Golden State. But this dude, he leaves a wake behind him of he tears stuff up, man. He's not a
college
nice
coach.
I don't even
Maybe
know
he
if
can go to college and them guys will listen to him.
No,
These guys
they
ain't trying
got
to
a
hear that.
transfer portal now. I don't know. They got a transfer portal. He might
College
not be
ain't like it used to be. They make money now. Them college kids might make more than him now. Hey, them boys look good, man. I think Philly, man. I think really this on Doc, really. I think this season gonna be a referendum on Doc.
So I really think Philly got a better deal on this trade than the Nets did.
You done lost your mind, but go ahead. You got some more to say on that one?
You don't think so, Tony?
You sleepy?
Man. You know why?
Are you sleepy, Elliott?
What?
Are you sleepy, Elliott?
They're gonna be paying James Harden $55 million when he's 39 years old. Dude, they did not get the better end of this trade. I'm telling you, like they were already super. Simmons is younger, but it wasn't just Simmons. They got Curry and they got Drummond, and they were able to free up. Man, they're a better team now than they were.
I think their problem is the same problem Philly might have. Steve Nash.
Yeah, but you know
Steve
what?
Nash
They
is
can
not.
they can remedy that real easy.
Yeah, they definitely can get rid of him and fix that problem. That ain't no hard problem to fix at all. But they look good though. All right, last thing, guys. Look, man. One quick question: who getting traded first, Westbrook, Davis, or LeBron? Because I don't think it's as easy as I thought it was.
You said who would get traded,
traded
first? 'Cause
first?
Yeah.
None of them. Zero.
They traded.
I mean, next year.
LeBron.
The answer is zero. Because I put it to you this way: in order for the Lakers to trade Westbrook over the summer, they might have to give up both their picks,
For somebody to take
26
him.
and 28, for somebody to take them.
And they could have got rid of him this year for that one pick and got off the salary. Man,
John Wall make the same thing though, so it won't have been getting off the salary. They have the same contract. It's
That's
just that John Wall is a better locker room guy and a better player at this point.
All right, real quick, who's leading the MVP race right now? You think DeMar DeRozan, or Embiid?
Embiid, man. Embiid.
See, I think it's closer than what y'all saying.
I don't.
That boy
I don't.
beast since December.
I don't.
Yeah, man. Y'all
DeMar has been balling for. I'm telling you, man.
He's been balling all year.
No.
Hey, Howard. They're in
Embiid's
first
been
place.
balling all year.
They're in first place without Levine, without Lonzo, without Caruso.
Chicago not in first.
Miami just took over first. But they were in first place without those guys.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is,
one of them is back.
Who's back, Levine or Caruso?
The Heat destroyed them. The Heat bust them up last night.
Hey, yeah, man, the Heat legit though. The Heat healthy now too.
You think the Heat legit?
Oh man, listen.
Yes,
I
sir.
came real close to picking them to come out the East, man. It's
They
just
not
that
coming out East. They not coming out East.
Hey man, y'all sleep on Kyle Lowry, man. Y'all sleep on Kyle Lowry just like Rob Pelinka did, and didn't want to give up Taylor Horton Tucker.
Hey man, hey look, this ain't, how many mistakes have this guy made, man?
Dude, come on, man.
God knows he is
Taylor Horton Tucker. All he had to do was give up Caruso. I'm not Caruso. Your boy that went to Celtics, Schroeder, and Taylor Horton Tucker, and he could have had Lowry.
Man, that guy's hard. And then they wouldn't have made that Westbrook foolishness.
They wouldn't have.
Listen,
they wouldn't have had to.
They should have traded.
They could still hire
They should have got rid of Tucker.
They could still hire Kuzma. They could still hire Caruso. They would still hire the pick that they were scared to give up to give to John Wall.
Hey Tony, stop, man! You almost making Elliott cry, man. Stop.
So Westbrook didn't fit in.
Look at it. I see the tears
Westbrook didn't fit in, but before the trade, you still thought it was a bad idea?
Howard always thought it was a bad idea.
Getting Westbrook was a bad idea before.
For all of what they gave. Oh, you mean before we know what we know now?
Right.
Oh, I thought he would fit better. I always thought it was a bad deal. I thought he would fit better, but I thought they gave up way too much.
Especially nobody wanted him.
And it was the picks. Once they threw in the picks, I'm like, man, that was a desperation move. Like, you should have been getting picks from Washington to get Westbrook because they didn't want him.
They didn't want him.
That's why LeBron praising all the other GMs.
That's why he praised all of them. He praised all the GMs but Rob Pelinka. It's a problem right there, man. It's a problem. And see, Rob Pelinka, they got that title last year, but that was a Magic Johnson made that Anthony Davis deal. That wasn't a Rob Pelinka deal. That was a Magic Johnson deal. Every deal that Rob Pelinka has made after that has been horrible.
Yep. And Frank Vogel was along for the ride. Let's not give him credit for that. They had a good team.
And it was in the bubble too. That means a lot.
I'm gonna just
keep saying. Hold on. What that mean? What that mean?
That was in the bubble.
It was easy.
Yeah. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard.
Easier. When you got old people that ain't got to sit on no plane for 4 hours, that make it easier.
Yeah, it won't easy, but it won't hard.
They got to play the game.
Yeah, they played
Right.
it. They played it and they won. And then they beat Miami and Miami lost. Who did they lose? Did they go down with 2 big guys that they didn't have?
Yeah, they were playing injured. Bam was playing injured, and
The guard,
guard.
yeah, he was out too.
Goran Dragic.
Yeah, he was out. He was out too. So they was really. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I like LeBron. I hope he won another ring, and if he ain't gonna win this one, then I hope
Hey,
Chris Paul win.
You didn't ask this question.
talking
You didn't
about
ask
it.
this question.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, people been asking if you was Cleveland, would you want LeBron back?
I
My
wouldn't.
answer to that is absolutely
I wouldn't.
not.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
What?
want LeBron back in no
Why not?
way, shape,
I
or
mean,
form.
I